Bedwars PvP is extremely difficult to actually learn, although in this video I have come up with a few different ways of how you can actually learn Bedwars PvP extremely easily, and even how you can combo people and win fights overall much easier. Also, if you enjoy this video and other videos of mine, please subscribe, because I'm going to be doing many more videos and tutorials just like this one very soon. So with that being said, enjoy the video. So, why is Bedwars PvP so difficult? Well, Bedwars doesn't have something that pretty much every other PvP game does, and that's projectiles. Now this is super important for actually comboing somebody, because projectiles actually allow you to, start a combo and like maybe get the person back off of you, and if you don't have projectiles, then all you can do to start a combo is just pray. I'm not even joking. You just have to like jitter click until you get carpal tunnel, and then you just have to hope for the best and become a god at all of the other PvP methods until nobody else can beat you. That is like the best thing you can do without actually learning any of the Bedwars PvP methods. Now, by Bedwars PvP methods, I just kind of mean like what you can do in Bedwars specifically to make it so that, win games easier and win fights easier. So I've come up with like pretty much 3 different categories for PvP methods, and 3 like pretty much like 3 ways, or a bunch of ways that you can get better at all of these things. So first up is PvP methods for Bedwars. Now, for me, an average PvP method in Bedwars would be, say, block hitting, W tapping, and strafing, probably. I don't use strafing that much, but I mainly use W tapping and block hitting when I'm in Bedwars. Now, for both of these, there are like different scenarios where you can use these. For W tapping, you'd probably want to be near an edge with someone, and then you can just W tap them, right off the edge. And for block hitting, if somebody has a lot of gear, because that happens a lot in Bedwars, where somebody will have like a lot of gear. What are they doing? So it'll happen a lot in Bedwars where somebody will have, a lot of gear or something. You need a way to kill them, and if they're just sitting in their base, go in and start block hitting, butterfly block hit. That is probably the best PvP method that you can use if somebody is really stacked. I'm out of blocks. But for most other occasions, there's so much open space in a lot of Bedwars maps, like all of this, like from balloon to balloon, it's just like small little platform, Diamond Island, small platform. The base, besides in the actual base, it's just like a small platform where you can hit somebody off of like all sides, pretty much for like every single map. So Bedwars, I think best PvP method for Bedwars, and I went over this in a previous video, but best PvP method overall is W tapping. Because W tapping just deals like a lot of knockback, and it's pretty easy to actually hold that person in that combo. So, there I was W tapping, even though I didn't hit them off, I still was W tapping on them. Now there's also KB sticks, which, it's a bit more toxic, but you can still use them if you need to kill somebody. And like I said, there's just so much open space in the maps, and like if you just look at Airshow, like the map I'm on, middle of it, it just looks like Swiss cheese. So yeah, probably the best PvP methods that you can use is just block hitting for in bases, and W tapping for when somebody's near an edge. Okay, new game, and the next thing that I'm going to be talking about, the next big thing, is just bridge fights. Now bridge fights are very common, because there's obviously a lot of bridges in Bedwars. So the first way that I actually can take on bridge fights pretty commonly is I will, just for example, I will go like this, and then I will press WD, and then click over here, and I will jump crit around the person, like that. So there's a person here, I'll just do that. Now green, okay, I was gonna say green is actually rushing me, so I could probably try this on green, but I can't because I fell in the void. So that's probably one of the most common things I will do. I've done it in like the actual like duels game, the bridge. And you know, you just kind of jump and crit around the player, and then you hit them. And as you are hitting them, you're pressing W. Oh, I just jumped in the void. But basically, as you are going around them and hitting them, you are pressing W to counteract their hits, because most likely they're going to hit you, so you need to be able to press W to counteract their hit. Now, the next common way, I've seen, why is Red's just running? You know what, that's pretty bad. The next common way that I've seen people do it is, if they go on bridges, then they will just build up, you know, build a little tower, and then they will jump into the PvP fight. And, you know, if somebody was, like, right here, like, you know, building up, then I would just drop down on them and hit them. So I was, like, on top of here, and, you know, somebody's building up right here, you know, or they're just down there, then I just go like this, drop down, and knock them off over there. So the actual reason that this, building up, like, the entire, like, build up and then drop on somebody works, which I'm gonna do it here. It's not gonna be as, oh, wait, actually, this is pretty much what you would do on a bridge, I guess. If you're in this situation. So the whole reason that worked is because when you take fall damage, you actually get like half a second of invincibility when you take fall damage. So if you build up on somebody and then drop down, then you're taking fall damage like pretty much right where they are, and then they're trying to hit you, but you get the first hit because you have that like split second of invincibility. So you're probably always going to get the first hit with that building up technique, but you will take fall damage, which is, you know, the annoying part. Now there is like a third way that I've seen people take on bridge fights, which I consider to be quite toxic, because I don't know, it's like kind of unfair, even though like everybody can use it, and it's called just placing two ladders and taking absolutely no knockback. Now the way this works is, you know, it's in the name. You place two ladders, and you shift on them, and then you take no knockback. You literally don't move. You take no knockback. You are cheating. You know, you become a cheater. So yeah, if you want to really not move on bridges, and you want to win like every single bridge fight, you could do it with ladders, even though it's toxic. You know, it's annoying. It's toxic. You could do it, but I advise you not to. But if you do really want to get good at bridge fights, you could play the bridge, the duels game. Now, this isn't like, it's not like a surefire way that you'll get a lot better at bridge fights, but bridge fights are like a pretty significant part of Bedwars. So that is, you know, probably, oh my god, it just destroyed them. What just happened? But, yeah, the Hypixel bridge, if you really wanted to practice your bridge fights, then you can go into Hypixel bridge, and that'll probably help you a lot, you know, because it's just bridge fighting. Now, there is one other way that I like to PvP in Bedwars, pretty much the Bedwars PvP method, which is block spamming. But basically, all you do for it, you've probably seen me do it this entire video, all you do for it is just place like 3 blocks before the person, before you're about to combo them. I'm just going to show you in a duels game, because this is probably like the best way that you can get better at specifically Bedwars PvP. I feel like I'll run into a few people that'll use this, but not many. So once you know how to block spam, it is super useful. So I'm doing this in a Blitz game. Blitz is not at all a good duels mode. Blitz SG is, it's very sweaty, don't play it. I don't like it. But this is not at all a good duels mode, it's just solely based on the kit. So basically, is how this works is you will run at them, you'll place like 3 or 4 blocks, and then their sprint will most likely stop, like they will most likely stop sprinting, and then you can just combo them from there, and pretty much the only way they can get out of the combo is, again, if they just, you know, leave the PvP encounter. Because they don't have any, like, eggs or any rod or anything that they can reset the combo with right then and there, then they're not going to be able to reset the combo unless they, like, actually just leave the PvP encounter. Also, this person is just bowing me, which is another reason why I hate blitz duels. Don't play it. Please don't play it, unless you're trying to practice, like, block spamming or something. By the way, the kit I'm using, if you want to use it, it's like the pig kit or whatever. I don't really know. It has some sort of zombie pigman thing. I'm not using it right now, you know, because I'm just trying to practice block spamming. But I guess if you really want to practice block spamming, just try it in Bed Wars, try it in duels, I think blitz duels, UHC duels. I'm not good at UHC, so I didn't choose to play UHC. UHC duels, and what is that kit? Ways you can practice block spamming, blitz duels, Bed Wars, maybe even bridge. You know, you can practice block spamming like on bridges, and UHC. UHC has blocks, but has a lot more sweaty people. It also has a rod, so you're probably not going to get too many combos with blocks because there is a rod, and people are going to favor the rod over blocks. Oh my god. Don't play this game. Okay, now just to show some good block spamming in a replay, you can see here's what I did. If I just replay that for a second, here's what I did. I'm here, and then I place 2 blocks, he loses his sprint, I'm able to hit him a little bit. Anything happens, you're here again, place 2 blocks, and you can't do anything, gets stuck, and then I combo him. Okay, so here it is again, it's just some more block spamming, place like 4 blocks, and then I'm just able to get a nice combo on him. And that's pretty much all the block spamming is, just, you know, placing a few blocks, and then comboing, because they lose their sprint. So if you want to see it again, he comes over here, and then I place the blocks, and he loses his sprint, he's just, you know, standing there and swinging, and maybe I'll just tap him off into the void. But yeah, that is pretty much how you specifically PvP in Bed Wars, and how you can combo somebody by using what you have in Bed Wars. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please subscribe because I'm doing more tutorials very soon. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and goodbye.